What's going on, Silencers? Cass here, and we're back in Satisfactory for what I am going to officially call Season 2. Season 1 is over. I had some trouble with that save file, and as always, my jackassery knows no bounds, and I did a lot of stuff off camera, and that's not how I want these to go. It's not just the highlights here and there. I actually want to show you some of the builds, some of the individual pieces. So I started a new world and I used a mod that transfers all of the progress that we've done so far. So we've got basically everything. I want to uninstall this mod. That's why it's there, because eventually I'll remember. But basically we are right back to where we were progression wise, but have essentially started over. That's what the survey said, so here we are. And this might not be an every week kind of series, but I'm hoping you enjoy it. And if you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all those fun things. And without any further ado, let's get into it, shall we? So we're set up here in the Dune Desert. Now, I know that this isn't much for you guys to see, but basically this is the top right corner of the map, which I did explore a lot in a video that I will not be releasing, because we can do more exploration and stuff later, right? Right. So I'll show you just two things. This is what I want to be like the top floor control center kind of level of my mega factory. And I do still have the power suits mod going. And I'm pretty much back to the configuration that I was at, though I did change just a few things up to give it a little more wiggle room. Anyway, so here we are at the Dune Desert. This is the main train intake, where we need to put in a few stations, we need to complete the tracks, but over here, this is where our hub is. Ugh. And yeah, then we have the bunker, which, yes, it's a bunker. There's our unique crate, which, you know, if we die, all of our stuff pops back into there, blah, blah, blah. And then we have these crates, which are personal storage boxes, which if you go into your organization, scroll down, personal storage, medical storage, and hazard storage, they're all the exact same. They just have different skins on them. They all cost 6 plates and 6 bars. This one, you'll notice, says that it has 125,006 bars because it is completely full of bars. I've been working on this world for about 8 hours to get to the point where I felt like it was fair for you guys. So anyway, here we are. This one's got plates, wire, rotors. This one's got a bunch of ores in it. Motors, organics, polymers, steel bits, lots of frames, some of the bigger stuff. When you transfer your progress, and there's our space elevator pieces. When you transfer your progress using a couple of the mods, sometimes it transfers your entire inventory. In this case, it did. It transferred everything that I was carrying on me. So I do have some higher level parts, which I wouldn't have had available to me normally in this world, especially at the 8-hour mark. Then over here, we've got Fixmas shit. And unfortunately, due to the transfer, we lost all of our progress on the Fixmas stuff, but I had enough Fixmas junk in my inventory that I was actually able to complete it as well. So maybe we'll get back around to that, but probably not. And then up here, there's nothing really special up here, but I do have my drones, which I do need to rename after my patrons, and I do have color palettes to apply to those drones as well. But no more of that. This is what I wanted, the to-do list. That's right. So I put this to-do list together just to make sure that you guys kind of knew what I was doing. So we have train stations to build. So train stations are going to be how we transfer most everything. So the way the game works, usually you want to start with tractors, which are here. Tractors, the sugar cube tractor. These are tiny. That's what they look like. Right? Right. They don't have a lot of space. They're really slow. They're really buggy, blah, blah, blah. Then, eventually, you get to the point where you can build the unit, the truck. And those are nice. They're big capacity. They can go longer distances. Then you have, of course, your Explorer, which can do all of its fun stuff, too. And eventually, you get to drones, right? Well, apparently, and I didn't know this, the truck and tractor are actually precursors to the train because the train is more reliable and it's actually supposed to replace trucks and trucks and tractors when you can. So, yeah, we'll just go there. Why the hell not? But in order to be able to complete things like that, we are going to have to do some other work. So, train stations to build, we need the iron ore train station, the copper ore train station, Caterium, bauxite, coal, sulfur, uranium, the iron ore wash, copper wash, Caterium wash, bauxite processing, quartz processing, and coal processing. These are all individual stations that will go on our track outside, and I'll explain the math as we do it, but we also need to build drone stations, so each one of these stations needs drones to go with it, and I'll show you why. Then for raw materials, to process the raw materials into, refined materials, we need these factories, and then production facilities taking these refined materials into finished products. We need these. So first, we're probably going to start with the iron ore, which is that right there. We're going to start with the iron ore and go from there. But I want to show you some of the basics of setting up train stations, I guess. Let's pick that hotbar really quick. Is that it? Yes, and I need 6. And okay, so when you put down a cargo station, which is the back or ass end of a train station, where your cargo liners need to stop, it does have to be snapped to another station, and the first station that you're going to have to put down is going to actually be the train station, and that would be these. When you put it down, press E, you can rename it right here, and then you can do timetables. Now, this is not important right now because we don't have any track laid out. So, anyway, 6. So 1, and if you scroll wheel, it'll rotate them around to put the inputs or outputs on either side, right? I want them on this side for my purposes. And then I need some concrete. I think I have some in these boxes out here. Like I said, I have been busy. So let's grab 30,000. Should be good. I'm not quite sure why these stations are so cheap, but you know what? I'll take it. All right. So the stations are set up and connected to power. So I got that unique geothermal again. I put it over on a node right here, actually. There is a geothermal node right here. There's actually 2 or 3 of them. Anyway, so I put the unique geothermal down. That'll just give us a starting place. But as we saw in the last, or as I explained in the last season, we're going to be screwed pretty quick if we don't do something else about power. So we're going to get into coal power. We're going to get into fuel power. And, of course, we're going to get into the spicy nuclear power. My favorite, radiation, the silent killer. Anyway. So it's hooked up to power. Now, the wonderful part about that is whenever you hook up a train line to power, whatever those train lines go out and connect to, that station will have power too. So we can essentially run power the entire way across the map without running power poles the entire freaking way. So that, yeah, there is that. Now, when it comes to placing the railroad tracks, they are omnidirectional. Once you put down the first one with a click, you can connect however you have to, unless it's too sharp of a turn like that. And that's actually why I have these spaced out the way I do. Because if we click that and out to here, 5 foundations seems to be the optimal slide, I don't know, distance. I've set that up down there as well. And then on your stations, it is really recommended, if you can, to have a 2 foundation long rail barrier at the end in case you need to do some transitions, that kind of stuff, or intersections, sorry. The minimum distance for one of these tracks is 1.5 foundations. The maximum is 12.5 foundations, but I recommend, for simplicity's sake, always make them a minimum of 2 foundations or a maximum of 12, because it doesn't always work. Now, I'll show you over here. Jump, damn it. Okay, so when going up an incline, you have to use the 2-meter ramps if you want your trains to be able to go up and down those inclines. If you use the 4-meter ramp, it will actually... gravity kind of kicks your ass, and the trains don't like to do that. So, optimally, use the 2-meter ramps. Now, going up an incline is easy. If you can, start one foundation back and go 1 foundation forward. And that gives you a nice curve that you can then continue on with. Likewise, at the top, do the exact same thing in opposite fashion. And just like that, you've got the smoothest of curves. Otherwise, if you try to do this from 2 back, like this, and then up, it'll clip awkwardly, like that. Which, it doesn't affect the trains at all, but it doesn't look good. And this game is all about looking good and being efficient. One thing I'm really good at and one thing I really suck at. So, anyway, we can do this, make it super easy. Now, the 90 degree is super easy. The best way to do it is pretend you have a 3x3 grid. Like this. You're going to come in on one side from, say, this direction. So actually, we'll just dip. And then you're going to grab on this first piece, move out 1, 2, 3, and then over 1, 2, 3. Perfect, right? 90-degree turn. Then you put that down, and you're good to go. Then you can put this onward and onward. However, it will not work. I'm going to laugh if the devs trolled me on this one. It will not work to already have this piece in. It'll say it's too sharp of a turn, even though you and I both know that doesn't make any damn sense. So just keep that in mind. Fix the foundation. There we go. And the base game rails are unpaintable. But neither here nor there, really. Do that really quick. Do that. And then I like to keep my rails lined up because when you get long bits of rail, you actually have to put these signals in order to keep trains from crashing into each other because, yes, the trains have legit kick-your-ass physics. So, yeah, that's always fun. Moving on over here. So this pathway, this sky rail, hold on, let me fix this really quick. Gotta switch these so that it kicks in full speed. There we go. This loop goes the whole way around, doesn't require any height differences except for that little bump over there, over that archway. And so we have access to the entirety of the Dune Desert. Now, here, we've got an interesting scenario. We've got the 2 rails that need to go down and that need to go this way. It's pretty simple. It really is. We're going to start here. Pretend we just brought a big-ass line the whole way down here. We're going to grab this. Go here. And then onward and upward. Okay, so we're good there. Then we're going to grab here. Damn it, I didn't space it right. Frickin' cow. Actually, I can do this. I can do this, actually. No, it's gonna be funky. Damn it. And I already built the train station on that part, so I'm an idiot. No. We're good. No, we're not. I'm an idiot. Ugh. Okay. Forget this. We now have that to work with, and that mistake no longer exists. And I'll just fix that down there too. Okay. So we're gonna go here, grab this and that. Do our sexy 90, and then another sexy 90. Then we're going to grab this one right here and go here. And we're going to pretend that we were coming into this intersection with another train as well. So we're going to line up here. And let's see, need to go here. This all makes sense in a second, I hope. No, I'm an idiot. And so here. Oh, missing iron plate. Well, let's see if somebody can bring me an iron plate really quick, because I got a lot of those. Okay, those will take a hot second, but I'll show you kind of how the intersections work. Do I have everything for the... I do. I do. Okay. So then we're going to need one there. We're going to need one there. And this is going to be a complex intersection. But that's okay. I like it. It will look really good in a second. In theory. The hell's taking so long? You're all standing right by my storage. Oh, that's right. Since we reset the world, they're all level 0 again. Great. Oh, and that up there, before anybody asks, that is the microwave power satellite. The hell is that? Okay. Random rock. Yes, that is the microwave power satellite. Still haven't figured out exactly how to use that, but we'll figure it out. Now, this area down here is going to be our ore wash plant, and we'll definitely get into that probably next episode, because we're going to need the ore, of course. I know, of course. And yeah, that'll get us some plates back too. Yes, give me the plates. Thank you. One more. There we go. Okay. So now we have this, which will connect out, and this, which will do the same, and then this, which will do that, and then I don't believe that I need... Yeah, so I'm not actually worried about which direction the trains are going on it. Originally, when I built the last one on the last world, I had all the trains on the right side of the rail driving forward and on the left side of the rail driving backwards, you know. But that's not necessary. So let's put this here and this here. Nah, that's why. Didn't have them lined up properly. They still clip a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. Now, when you have your wonderful train intersection like this, you have two kinds of signals. You have block signals and path signals. Path signals tell your trains that it's okay to go if the way is clear. Block signals tell your train that it can't go unless the next section of rail, indicated by another block signal, is completely devoid of traffic. So, in order to make everything flow smoothly, I am going to have to keep all of the traffic on the right side moving forward. Okay, that answers that question then. And I don't need this one. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. So, all the traffic on the right-hand side will be going forward. All the traffic on the left-hand side will be going towards us. So, in the case of this, we need... Nope. Not straight, damn it. Okay, do that. And that. And that. Okay. So, on the right-hand side, coming up can go this way or can go this way. On this side, coming up can go right or can go straight and down. And on this side, can go straight around or can go... Yeah, see, this gets kind of complex. But that's okay. Oh, my night vision just kicked on. And then, last but certainly not least, do that. So, coming up the right, you can go straight, you can go left. That's correct. Coming up right, you can go all the way around, down to the ore wash. Or you can go left onto the right hand. Okay. And on this side, you can go straight down to the ore wash, or you can go right towards the iron. Okay, cool. So yeah, we did it right. Okay, so path signals indicate to your train if the way is clear. They're great. However, you'll notice that they're all freaking out on us, and that's because there's no exit signal. And that's because we don't have any block signals set up. So whenever you set up an intersection, rule of thumb, put a path section or a path signal on the inside intake and put a block signal on the outtake. Now you'll notice one of them turned green, or they all dinged. They all stopped erroring out. But this one is still erroring. That's fine. So we do that, and then that. Now those will continue to error out until we get more sections of track laid down, but just trust me on this one. When coming into this intersection, the train is going to look at the signal and go, hey, can I go? And this signal is going to go, well, this way's clear, and there's a train coming this way that wants to go this way, so yeah, you can go, and it'll let it go. The block signals will say, hey, nope, somebody is in the way, stop. And it'll defy the laws of physics and just shut down the train. Like, it'll just stop dead on a dime. It's awesome. Anyway, so that's how you do intersections. The reason I'm showing you all of this is so that I can set it up off camera, and you don't have to sit entirely through all of it, but there's only 2 other things I think I need to even show you. But So this is Mexico City. No, the there's little, I don't know if you'd call it an Easter egg, but all of the train stations are actually named after real train stations in the game, and it cycles through quite an extensive list. So this is our iron ore pickup 1, right? It needs to get down to the iron ore wash, which will be down here, and we'll set that up next episode, I think. Yeah, probably next episode, because that's going to be an extensive build, and we're going to basically spend all of our time down there. But how this works is we have... So there's so many nodes in the world, right? Ichi, ni, san, yon, go, roku, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, juichi, juni. Okay. There's so many nodes in the world. There's so many iron nodes, so many coal nodes, so many sulfur nodes, right? Well, I happen to have done all of the math and all of the legwork for that. And what we're left with is 120 iron nodes, 120 iron nodes in the game. Yeah, that's right, 120. And because of the mods we have, they're all pure nodes, which means they produce an absolute shit ton of material. And we need a way to get it nicely to the train station. Now, the best way I've figured out how to do that is with the drones. Now, the Mark 1 drones from the X3 mod are great. Normal drones, we have normal drones unlocked anyway at this point, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, drones is our best option. Now, I have this platform set up. I'd been toying around with this design for a while now. With the drone ports, basically what you do is you just grab them. They fit perfectly on a 3x3. Go down. They fit perfectly on a 3x3 foundation, and you just have to line up the hitbox. So you see the white lines in the corners. You line those up. You put them down. Right? Great. Perfect. Glad we're all on the same page. Then we have all of their outputs are on the bottom here, right here. Those will feed up through these conveyor holes. And basically, for the sake of simplicity, I put the conveyor holes on the back hole. Oops. Poorly. Which is kind of a moot point because all of these ports are actually inputs, despite the fact that these are labeled as outputs. These are part of that same mod that gives us these. It just makes it so that the train station can only intake stuff. It doesn't spit stuff out. It's more useful in other locations, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm doing that. So, drone ports, trains. There's going to be 12 drone ports here and 12 cars that'll be hauling the ore down to the wash. And then here is one of the trickier parts of doing the whole train thing and trying to keep it all sexy and yeah. So what we have to do, what I'm going to do, gotta work on that have to do. Okay. Put these down really quick. That. Let me just get about... Oh, I was putting those on backwards. Grab that and that and that. There, 2, 3. Okay. And then over here. There, 2. Whoops. Damn it. And... yeah, if I can... give me that and that. Is that right? Is that wide enough? Yeah, that's wide enough. Okay, then we need inverted ramp. Yes? Is that right? No. Then we need another one of these. Turn on the damn light. Do that, and then right here, we'll do an inverted ramp because then we can do that the whole way down like we had originally planned to. Then we grab the inverted corners. Do this. Just get a little bit of it out. Now, some people will tell you, just fuck around with the world grid. You don't need to actually build on the world grid. You're right. And they would be right. You don't need to build on the world grid. And for those who don't remember, or I, did a piss poor job explaining it last time, if you hold down control when you're on the ground, it snaps to a grid. That is called the world grid, and it's basically that the entire game is lined up on the same grid automatically for you. You used to need a mod for it, and it was kind of a bitch, and, your factories didn't line up. So the devs were awesome. They went ahead and gave us the world grid. Now, I like to build on the world grid. I don't like to offset when I don't have to. So in order to offset, if you grab a foundation, it'll snap perfectly on top of another foundation. However, if you hold down control, you can very carefully rotate foundation like that. And then just zoop out, right? Zoop. It's an official word. So, why would you want to do this? Well, truth be told, it's just pretty. There's no real function behind it. However, if you do this and find the right snap point, there we go, you can actually build rails on a 45-degree angle to other rails very, 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 very easily. And I found that the best way to actually do this, the best measurement for it, is actually right here. So we'll grab right there, yes, and we'll move on to right there so it's straight. Now, this is going to be hard to signify, but I'll paint it and make it easier. I'll paint it with something you can actually see. And I'm going to have to remember, because I think that's actually wrong now. Night vision off. That's it. Okay. So, the Tetris piece that looks like this is your best friend for doing a 45. Basically, what you want to do is you want to line up the end of your rail that you're trying to connect to, and this doesn't suffer the same issues as doing a 90-degree does. So you can put down both of these pieces, obviously, and then connect that middle piece. That's fine. But you want to line up the end of the piece you want to connect to with the corner joint here. And then you want to fit this Tetris piece to where this corner right here is the one touching your rail. Then you just grab and connect. Boom. Just like that. And to prove the concept, we'll do that. And it is finicky as shit to get it on the 45, so bear with me. We'll do that. And so... nope. Yeah, okay. I was just off by one. Right. Yeah. Perfect. Then we set that. Then we go to here. What the hell? Sometimes it does that. It'll snap to the bottom of the foundation instead of the top. And there you get pretty decent parallel rails on a 45, and you can do that the whole way out. Blah, blah, blah. I've only done this foundation, the sky rail, out to... oh, I can show you on the map. I've done it straight down here, and it loops to right before the Titan trees, which the radioactive stuff is down here. which is something else for another episode. And then it loops back around and back to our main storage, which is right over here, the central storage. And then our hub is right there, which we don't actually need the hub. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. And here's my sulfur node that is probably completely chock full. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, I'll collect those later. Anyway, I've got like 50 or 80 portable miners down on different nodes around the entire Dune Desert. But I wanted to show you kind of what I'm going to do here in a minute. It's going to take me a while. I may have to craft up a shit ton more stuff, but I got to get these rails set up before we can run power. So I will be back with you in just a moment. All right. And one quick transition later. Forgot what I came in here for. No, I didn't. I remember. Whoops. Upstairs we go. Let's go to our drones. Here, no. There we go. All right. So we have Kuriana and David. And David, there's your color that you picked. Thank you again for getting back to me on that. And then William. Here's your color. And Verdania. And mama of 3. Oops. Blondes. There we go. And Spay. Corvette yellow. And that's all we have as far as colors right now. Then we have Mate. Whoops. Mate. And I think that's it for... Oh. Whoops. Spawny. All right. I don't have custom colors for some of you yet because I haven't heard back from you, but now we've got that all taken care of. Now back to what we were supposed to be doing. Did I need to do anything in here? No, I didn't. Okay. So we have finished station number 1. Perfect. Save and exit. Awesome. We have also built the drones. Actually, we're short 1. And great. Okay. Well, let me show you what I was able to do. So I got the railroad tracks, the monorail line laid out the entire way, and the fog just cleared up. That was weird. I'm gonna go this way, and then we'll get to that over there, and then I need to build one more one more what do you call it, extraction facility, drone port thing. So here I built the intersection. I put all of the signals in, and up there, I figure we might be able to build like our oil refinery up there. We'll see though. So I put the signals in. Pretty much what I do and what I recommend is you build the signals every 2 sections of track. So like there, and then it clips, and then there. And that keeps your trains moving. Even if something goes horribly, horribly awry, it does keep them moving, which is nice. So I finished the tracks all the way out to here, and I hear a speeder down there. Okay. And then is that... Yes. So that is the port that we're going to set up. But first, I gotta run over and grab power, because otherwise it's not gonna work. So let's pull out our power line tool. We're gonna do this the good old-fashioned way. Oop. And look at that, I'm out of cables. So I'm completely out of cables. All right, bring me some wire, and there is a copper node right over here. Right here. Here we go. Oh, I have lots of copper ore lying up and out of the way because I really don't want to get shot again. Craft bench. Wait, do I just have any? Oh, I have plenty of copper wire. I'm an idiot. Okay, so now that we're done with that, let's go back to getting our power run. So you... Okay. Should have plenty to craft that. No. Alright, let's craft this up really quick then. Wasn't expecting to need to craft some basic stuff again. I guess I was so focused on the damn construction part of it that I kind of breezed past the basics. Alright. Although that means I literally ran out of rods like a minute ago. Okay. No, quit. Rising from the ashes. Okay, there we go. Get this. Oops, over there. And down we go. Okay. So I can show you. Whoops, don't need that. No, go away. I can show you how I make these look really good. Just give me a second. Gotta clear out a rat or two. Okay, moving back to this one. Okay. So, seriously? Okay. Let's do this. order up some iron plates, and we'll also craft up a few. Man, that means I literally ran or had the perfect amount in my inventory for the last, like, 2 hours. Because I've actually been working on this for a couple of hours. I don't exactly remember where we were right before I transitioned away, but yeah, so there we are. Okay. We're going to grab that, and we're going to do that. And we don't have any of the stuff for that level of miner. But we can get a Mark II down. We're just short 2 portable miners. Hold up. Portable miner. Ah. It glittered just. Okay, equipment workshop. All right, where are they? Where are they? Other... no. Tools? Yes. Let's get 2 of these crafted real quick. Mark II, perfect. All right, so you can do it the good old boring way like this. But then, you know, nothing lines up. So the best way to do it is to unlock the road barriers. Road barriers are basically the cheat to get whatever you want done properly in the game. And just like that, you can line them up. You can actually do that a couple of times where you line it up so that there's only one foundation in front of it, but it is completely lined up. I don't really see the need to do that, but that's right. You stopped bringing me iron plates, which means I now need more iron plates. And as I'm standing here wondering where I could get more iron, I just wasn't paying attention. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the miner. And now, yeah, I'll just craft up the little bit of iron that I do have. Perfect. And then a few more iron plates. And I'm just missing some iron plates. Well, those should be here any second now. Any second now. Hello? What the hell's taking so long? Jeez. I'm gonna fly up to you, see if that speeds things up. Wow. Never mind. I was going way further than I thought. Perfect, thank you. Okay. Line it up like that. Okay, perfect. Then simple connection like that. Get these up 4. And 4. 4. 4. And then put one of, oops. Put one of these in here. And connect it up. That'll start running. Then roof, 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 roof. I don't know, honestly, if I have any. Oh, I do. I have a little bit. I'm an idiot. I didn't actually connect up the power. Grab that. Whoops. And that. Actually, I'm going to leave this one unpainted because I want to upgrade that miner as soon as I've got the materials for it. Let's get this all, whoops, covered up. Yeah, like that. So, oh yeah, okay. That did go the whole way across. Sometimes it's hard to tell. There's that and that. Okay. Perfect. Then we're going to go into colors, iron. And we'll paint everything but the side that I can see. Yes. From up top really easily. Should be that back side. And that'll let me know that I need to upgrade the miner as soon as possible. Okay, and then we're gonna go into here. And we're gonna call it node iron 1. And that's all there is to it. So we've got this sexy little extractor and drone setup where it loads immediately into the drone port at a rate of 780 per minute because of conveyor belt Mark 5. Then we just have to actually route all of them. This will be fun, but you'll get to see what it's all about, so that will work. Okay, so this is port 2, so this goes to node iron 2, and that'll take off right away. Wait a second, I didn't say any of you could go. Too late to stop that one. That's fine. Node iron 1. Okay, and this is node iron 4. And then node iron 3. And node iron 6. And 5. And 8. Thought I counted wrong for a second. Node iron 8. This should be node iron 7. And then node iron 10. Node iron 11. No. 9. Node iron 9. Node iron 12. And node iron 11. All right, now we get to watch the Flight of the Valkyries. Okay, that looks really cool. And zoom off. Okay, that was actually pretty sick. Oh, and we've got our drone number 1 coming in hot. So, just so you can see what's going on. It's nothing too fancy. But when we get the opportunity to upgrade our belts, I definitely want to speed these up. Because these are Mark 5s that go 780 per minute. We have access to Mark 10s, which I think do 20 or 30,000 a minute. But we don't have the materials for it right now. So those start filtering in, and they go in there. Now to set up the other part of it. And grab that and that. Let's build a train. Shall we? Hopefully I have all the materials for it. So, locomotive times 2. And then what do I need? I don't need anything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Then we'll just repaint it really quick. Okay. And all of these should be dropping their cargo, which means all of these containers should be more or less full. Now, show you how to set up a train really quick. Get in your train, press Q. You can rename it whatever you want. And I'm always open to other name ideas. So we are at iron ore pickup 1. We'll add that to our timetable, and then we'll add iron ore wash 1 or washer 1. At iron ore pickup, we're going to hit the little cog, and we're going to just let it do as normal now. Iron ore. Okay. So once load or unload has been completed, or the freight wagon is fully loaded or unloaded. Now, we're just going to do this right now. You can also switch this to and. So once it's been loaded, then wait 15 seconds or whatever. You can do that. And then on the other end, you want to make sure that you set it to unload. So this one says load iron ore, and this one says unload iron ore. And that's all there is to it. You hit save changes. It says, oh, now I just need to turn on self-driving. So we turn on self-driving. It docks. It'll load up all of the containers that have something in them. Ta-da! I know, magical. Now, let's see if I set up all of the signals right. So you'll notice how they switch to red when we enter this section of track. That's exactly what we want them to do. It'll keep them from running into each other if there's more than one train. Right now there's not, but there will be soon. Because down off to the right is the beginning of our ore wash. And as you can see, there are all of our little extractor hubs dotted throughout the world. And down we go. Let's see how fast we get going. With this many cars behind us, I bet we crack 140. Oh, easy. Fortunately, as long as the trains don't hit anything, They'll never come off the tracks, no matter how fast they're going. And we'll get out in the, you know, safest way possible. And that's it. It's all transferred. Now it's just waiting here in these cargo stations for us to do something with it. And that's what we're going to do next time. So this episode, we set up the train loop. We got some basic infrastructure done. We got the first of 10. Yes, the first of 10 iron stations set up. Which I do need to decorate that a little bit and make it not look like it's just a spaceship floating over there. But yeah, if you did enjoy the content, you know what to do. But I won't keep you any longer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.